Hey everybody, how's it going? Bow Taji to the Bay. How are you? Slán agus Banach with Galer. It has been a very busy couple of days, weeks for me here in the Algarve. It's wedding season, which is great. So I've been fairly busy with work and getting out there and making brides look really pretty, which I love doing. I also have my family over. My brother and his wife came over to the house, and they hung out with me, and they were pretty much enamored with the whole compound, which was nice. And then my niece and her girlfriend were also over for a couple of days. They stayed with me up here in the hills. So it was nice to share the house and everything with them. So I decided I'd better start recording now, or else I'll have nothing to tell you about. So that's really basically what I've been up to, is just working and having my family here. Fabio's away. He is working currently. He's back on Sunday, so I'm happy to have him back. And it is our wedding anniversary. Well, it was our wedding anniversary on the 7th of June, which we both forgot. That's the one that we actually got married here in Portugal. We got married in Porto, just the two of us, and then we went back to Ireland and we got married on the 20th of June. So he will be home for that. So let's see if we celebrate that particular wedding anniversary. So what I'm just doing, it's very windy here today. So I've decided to take the flap off one of the corners, or actually I didn't decide to do it, Fabio decided to do it just to stop the thing from swaying so much, and he's worried that it might take off, and actually the wind is very strong today, so it wasn't such a bad idea. Unfortunately, the parasol, which is over the other side there, which is normally standing there, I unfurled that yesterday for my brother and family, and I forgot to put it down, and it blew off and got mangled today. So the wind just gets really, really strong. So unfortunately, that's all broken. So we have to get another one of those. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just I want to show you the fabulous grapes. So look at the grapes, the grapevines, laden with grapes. It looks amazing, I have to say. I am just cutting the shoots that are coming off them, that I was told by Fabio's uncle, who grows grapes, to just cut off all the shoots, so that the energy can go into the grapes and the making of the grapes. So these grapes are actually, we found out, black grapes, or they will be black grapes. And here's the other vine here. This vine, for some reason, their leaves are going a bit yellow and dropping off. I'm not quite sure why. And the grapes aren't as big, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I thought maybe it was because I didn't water them or something, so I started watering them yesterday. There's the actual beginning of the vine just there. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, why the leaves are turning that colour. If anybody knows, I'd love to know. It'd be really, really interesting to know why these leaves are turning a different colour and these aren't. Is there something I need to do? But I'm just going to continue cutting off the excess vines, so that the grapes can grow. sacrilegious to be doing this, cutting things off, but I've been assured it's the right thing to do if you want the grapes to grow big and strong. So I've removed a good lot of the branches from the vines, to sort of do like the offshoots. So there's a good lot of them here. So I'm going to put those on the compost heap. But I really want to know why they're turning yellow on this vine. So I've cut away a load of the leaves. There's still a load left. I don't want to cut any more. I don't know, they just seem to be going yellow. They're not yellow on this one. This one is completely and utterly fine. Vine. But this one, they've gone yellow. So I looked it up on Google. So it's one of like about 5 things. It can be waterlogged, which they definitely are not. It can be a deficiency in the iron, or it can be because the soil is too alkaline, or it's a pest. Now, the soil on this one, which is the good one, is exactly the same as the soil on this one. So it can't be the soil, so it must be maybe a pest or a fungus or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Well, anyway, I'm going to go to the garden centre and ask their advice in the next couple of days and see what the story is. And it's now raining. What the fuck? Raining? How is it fucking raining? Oh, and we asked our neighbour, about when we should cut the olive trees. So he said that not now. You shouldn't cut them now. You can cut them more towards the end of the summer, but not now. And he said that the big one in the middle, one in the centre of the garden, he said that one is a wild. That's a wild tree. So he said you can cut that down. He's going to come and help me cut it down. Well, not cut it down, cut it, make it small. But he said you can leave that. It's totally fine. But then the ones that were planted around the place, like this guy here, he said not to cut now. He said cut when this dude here. And this dude here, he said when at the end of the summer, going into autumn or fall, as you say in America. So that's what I'm going to do. And our little peach tree has some peaches. They're not terribly big. They're quite sweet though. They're nice. They're not very big, but he's losing its leaves. So I think what's going to happen, I'm going to plant that out in the orchard. So I'm going to put him down below with the other fruit trees down the end here. I think he'd be much happier than he is clearly in the pot up here. So that's what I'm going to do. And the pot I want to use anyway, because it's a beautiful pot, I want to use it for another plant. So anyway, back to the vines. I need to now put all of this crap into the compost heap which we built, and then hopefully I'm going to find out why those leaves are yellowing.